in the hood. It is your man Theo Butler. It is September 24th. Oh, it is September 24th. It is a beautiful day where I'm at, Florida. Hopefully, it is a beautiful day wherever you are. But we had a great slate of college football games today, specifically SEC college football games. We are going to jump off into the SEC games, going to bring you up to date in regards to that. Of course, we're going to have to talk about Colorado and Oregon. We are, because as I told y'all, we would be covering Colorado the entire college football season. Good, bad, ugly. We're going to cover Colorado. Also, we got some comic book stuff to talk about, superhero related stuff to talk about and everything like that. Some people upset about, now mind you, when I say this, it's gonna trip you out. They upset about the Avengers lineup and a upcoming Leggo Avengers animated show getting ready to premiere on Disney Plus and everything like that. Monica Rambeau, might you be upset about Monica Rambeau's post-credit scene? We're going to talk about that and everything like that. We definitely going to get all up into it. But make sure before we begin, like, share, subscribe. What's going on, Juju? What's going on? Juju Rose. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just me and Juju, but this video is going to get played again. Juju Rose has one of the largest Black Panther figure collections, period. Bar none. And when I say figure collection, I'm not just talking Hasbro. No, my man Juju love himself some Black Panther. So y'all gonna have to check out Juju and everything like that. If Juju doesn't mind sharing his Twitter link, X link, in the description and everything like that, you'll be able to go to his page and everything and check out the wonderful photos that he has in regards to Black Panther, the character of itself. He's not just T'Challa. Juju shows Wakanda mad love. So y'all make sure when y'all get a chance to go check out Juju's page. Juju, if you don't mind putting that in there in the drop zone so people can have that so they can see what you're working with, because I believe sharing is caring. That said, though, like I said, we got a great show. Y'all already know how I like to do. I like to get us up to speed with what we're going to be going over. So without further ado, like I said, SEC game day results, we're going to talk about that. The Legos Marvel movies, I did just mention that. Goblin Queen, X-Men 97. Yes, stay tuned for that one. The Marvel's post-credit scene, I alluded to that. And why Dan Lanning and Jay Norvell may be doing themselves more harm than good in the words they're using in regards to one Deion Sanders. Also, Toy Tuesday. Listen, we might have an unboxing on Tuesday. We might. Keep your fingers crossed, pray, however you want to do it and everything like that. But if you're interested in contributing to Toy Tuesday, we need those photos. Toy Tuesday will be something that we do every Tuesday in regards to showing our love, our appreciation for superheroes. It doesn't have to be action figures. It could be statues. It could be paintings. It could be portraits. Whatever it is, something we can put in here and show our love. I'll make sure that I put your names in there and everything like that so you can get the proper credit in regards to that. Also, we're going to talk fan fiction. I think when it comes to T'Challa, a lot of us are comic book fans. I think we do toy around with the idea of writing our own story, creating our own story, things like that. So we're going to get off into it. But without further ado, what's going on, RC Talks Basketball? That's my brother right there. So without further ado, let's jump off into what's going on. DC is official. What I tell y'all, whenever the Rock With Me Nation moderator is in the building, I don't give a damn if it's just me and him. It's official. He's basically the recorder. He gonna make sure everything go good. He gonna make sure everything runs smooth. He ain't gonna let people get in here and just talk that. But he's in the building. So let's get off into it. Something that's been, to quote Peter from Family Guy, been grinding my gears since yesterday. As we know, Colorado lost to Oregon. They did, and it was what it was supposed to be. And I think some of us, I did, knew going into this game, okay, the potential for this to take place is sitting right there. I'm going to tell you what I'm offended by. I don't want to tell you that as an African American, you should be offended too. I don't want to do that. What I will do is explain to you why that was a classic game last night. No, not the Colorado game. No, not at all. Let me tell you why I was offended. Deion Sanders played collegiate football at a high level, played baseball at a high level, played both sports professionally at a high level. If I'm not mistaken, Deion Sanders is in the Hall of Fame. If I'm not mistaken, Deion Sanders is, and we can say what we want to, people can feel how they want to feel, that's the greatest cornerback to ever play the game. If you wanted your child, whether it was a male or female, to learn how to play cornerback, you would be, and you're alive, you were alive enough, long enough. What's going on, Chill? I think me and Chill related, and since I can't say for sure I know what my father was doing, anyway, the comments, coaching, and if you've never coached before, if you just used to being stuck on street level, thug level, i.e. the Denver Bronco, who I forget the brother name, but his brother shot somebody at a peak. He was stuck on street level. We couldn't take him out the street. We tried. He went to college, got in the league, played football at highest level. We couldn't get him out the street. What his brother do? Shoot somebody. Where's his brother now? Locked up. Well, Theo, what does this have to do with Deion Sanders? Deion Sanders was never in the streets. He's a rapper. Must be the money, it's turning me on. Must be the money, must be the money. His children love him. What I'm used to as a football fan, as a football analyst, somebody that cares about this sport, I'm used to coaches talking about what the X's and O's. When a coach talks about another coach in regards to what they're going to do, what they might be facing up to the game coming up, they keep it strictly football. The coach for TCU, he kept it football. What does Jay Norvell do? A man who is 60 years old. That's 5 years older than me. That's the same age as Mr. Smith. What does he want to do? He don't talk about football. He wants to dehumanize Deion Sanders. That's a fellow brother, by the way. He wants to dehumanize Deion Sanders, paint him as a thug. His mother dead and gone, so we can't ask Miss Norvell if this is actually what she told her son. No, he wants to say, well, my mama told me when you talking to adults, take off your hat and shade. That's to paint Deion Sanders as a thug. But Deion Sanders has graduated from college, an HBCU. Wow. Hey, Charleston White, maybe you should try and go get a degree from an HBCU as well before you let somebody's name come out of your mouth who's already done it. As a matter of fact, for you to be the sexual deviant that you brag about, I don't know why we put a microphone in your face just to hear you say something stupid. I don't know why we do that. Our balls are bigger. So you got a 60-year-old brother. That's Ray Smith. Mr. Ray Smith is 60 years old. So you got a brother that's 60 years old. He doesn't want to talk football. He wants to tear another brother down in front of God and country, in front of the cameras. What Jay Norvell wanted to do was he wanted people that didn't look like him to validate him and invalidate Deion. That's what that was. Okay, keep the party rolling. What did Dan Lanning say? Rooted in substance, not in flash. Dan Lanning said, Mr. Ray Smith, I love it. I got my older people in here right now. Dan Lanning said, rooted in substance and not in flash. You know, I found that statement right there. Rooted in substance and not. I found that statement to be telling. Anybody remember what year Joey Harrington went to the NFL? Do you remember what school Joey Harrington played for? Do you remember that school being hot trash till Phil Knight came in and made that program about what? Flash. Matter of fact, Oregon, because he said Colorado has not accomplished anything. I beg to differ. Colorado has a national championship hanging in their locker room. Does Oregon have a national? I don't remember Oregon having, because I remember Colorado and Georgia Tech both were co-champions that year. And if I'm not mistaken, because I could be. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say it was 1990. I could be wrong, but Colorado and Georgia Tech both won the national championship the same year. What has Colorado won? I'm sorry, what has Oregon won? What did Oregon use to get where they're at right now to be a good football team? It was flash. Matter of fact, it's still flash. Do you think Oregon has all those kids coming to that school if they ain't changing their damn football uniform every damn week? As a matter of fact, ain't that one of the things that Oregon hang their hat on? The fact that you will never see them in the same uniform week after week. That's not substance, that's flash. But how many brothers in the media industry, in the college football world, gonna point that out? The Oregon-Colorado beatdown reminded me of that year Alabama beat the heck out of Notre Dame that year in the national title game. Here's the thing, though. I want us to keep it in perspective. Keep it in perspective, because we should have known that's what was going to happen. Because if you look at Colorado, Colorado has some great skill players, but that team, by and large, is light in the ass. We know that. They look quicker, faster than Nebraska. I play football, still at this age. I've seen that type of footwork up close and personal. I know what that is. If you can't do that, TCU didn't have that. Nebraska didn't have that. Colorado State didn't have that. Okay. Well, Oregon, you got that. But you got that not based off of substance, Dan Lanning. Maybe because you graduated high school you were born in 1986. Maybe because you were young, you don't get that. Maybe because you suffer from recent memory, you don't get it. But your school, Georgia is built off of substance. Alabama is built off of substance. Notre Dame, substance. Ohio State, substance. Oregon, that's flash. And if you didn't have the flash, you wouldn't have the recruits. USC and UCLA, by the way. But why am I going so hard? Because Jay Norvell, and see, this is why I'm going to look at these brothers and be like, y'all need to watch what y'all saying. Because there was a reason why people wanted to hurt the person that injured Travis Hunter. Jay Norvell didn't want to take accountability for it. That was a brother preaching violence against another brother. And there were those of us that looked like me that understood exactly what Jay Norvell was doing. You know what that does? That limits the amount of households that Jay Norvell and his coaching staff could walk into after this particular season. Okay, cool. Let's move to Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning has quite a few of us on his roster. And if you think every brother bought into what he was saying, don't. Because they sat there and realized what he was doing was tearing down a brother. When talking football, no, what he wants to do is make, and I'm surprised because Dan, you young enough to know better, dude. You yourself wanted to dehumanize Deion Sanders. You wanted to paint him as a thug. I get your post-game speech where you say maybe you got beside yourself. You did. You owe Deion Sanders an apology. Because Deion Sanders, unlike y'all two, has shown he's that dude when it comes to playing the game. And nobody gave him anything. When they could have, he didn't ask for handouts. He left the league, handled his business. High school, he did what he did at Jackson State. And because he excelled at Jackson State, maybe you're offended that they did something, Colorado did something that most D1 schools don't do. Hire a coach from an HBCU. Y'all jealous of Deion Sanders because he's accomplished more in his lifetime, and somehow you feel like that should have been your life. Dan Lanning, you're riding off of somebody else's coattails. There was nothing at Colorado when Deion got there. You had something at Oregon. You got major donors, major backers at Oregon, something that Deion didn't have. And you get, okay. Just know when brothers no longer coming to your school, when that roster ain't looking like what it's supposed to, just go back to this particular video and go back to what you said. This, because you said it, I didn't. Rooted in substance, not in flash. The Oregon football program is rooted, owes its success to flash. It does. That's what got us to come to. But anyway, let me make sure I keep up with these notes, man. I definitely appreciate y'all rocking. Colorado O-line and D-line needs more both. Absolutely, RC and high on it. They need more dynamic speed at the halfback positions. Maybe protect Shador before he gets 86. Absolutely, and everybody know that. Everybody knows. Appreciate that. RC, when you look at the game, you watched it, I watched it. We watched him against TCU. It's like, yeah, y'all kind of small. Y'all kind of small. Anybody that's watching them play, you be like, they small. Well, okay, think about this for a second. They were only projected to win 3 games this year. They won 1 last year. They already got them 3. And nobody wants to talk about them coaches, because I don't believe Dan Lanning could have did the job that Deion Sanders did. Hell, Jay Norvell is 500 at Colorado State. This might be his last season. Deion Sanders walked into a D1 program, and if you're old enough to know, you know Colorado used to be that deal. Walked in there, dismissed everybody, took advantage of a system that says, hey, the transfer portal is now open. You know what they probably was thinking? Because he looks like me, because he's from a HBCU, he didn't know how to navigate the transfer portal. That's a lie. He did, and he did so successfully. So now he's won 3 games. Who won the Pac-12 last year? I know who it was. Who won the Pac-12 last year? Because Dan Lanning got so much to say, and I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. But I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. You know we're going to keep this thing 1,000. Y'all know we're going to keep this thing 1,000. Did Dan Lanning not get his ass drugged by the Georgia Bulldogs the first game of the season in the 2022 season? Don't make me do it. Got drugged. What did Kirby say about Dan Lanning? Before, during, after the game. Cordell Stewart, Westbrook, to name a few. Come on, somebody. Mr. Ray Smith, that's my mentor in the building. Good God Almighty. Come on, somebody. What happened to Dan Lanning and the Oregon Ducks? Game 1, 2022. Y'all, he got so much to say about Deion Sanders. I keep receipts. Everybody know me. Don't do it. I keep receipts. Anybody want to put that in the comment section? What was the score last year when Georgia beat Oregon? Georgia beats Oregon. Let me see. UGA beat Oregon. $49-3. 49-3. Y'all remember that game? Y'all remember that game? Dan Lanning got his ass walked by a walk-on quarterback. You got the dog walked on them. See, I don't want to suffer from revisionist history right here. No. I want to keep it a buck. Dan Lanning left Georgia to go to Oregon, right? Head coaching job, like Deion Sanders left Jackson State. Head coaching job. Okay. You went to Oregon, right? Who over there at the quarterback? He even had an SEC quarterback over there at Oregon, right? Yeah. Damn sure did. Got thrashed. Got washed. I don't think Kirby Smart had to throw Dan Lanning up under the bus to get his team ready. I don't think Kirby Smart had to belittle, demean, question Dan Lanning's integrity. I don't think he had to say, oh, he think he got a better opportunity to get a national championship at Oregon than playing for us, being our D coordinator over here. Tear his ass up, boys. I don't think Kirby said anything like that. I think he handled it with class. Wished Dan the best. Understood that it was a good opportunity for him. And if I'm not mistaken, Dan did have to use the transfer portal to get, ain't that how Bo left Auburn to get to Oregon? Right. But we're gonna let this dude drag this brother. Some of us gonna say on our CBS press conference, we didn't see anything wrong with it. No, you should call it for what it was. Why Dan Lanning and Jay Norvell can't talk football when it comes to Deion Sanders. They can't talk football in regards to Deion Sanders because Deion Sanders is better than them at football. That's why they talk about everything else. That's why we get comments about the shades. That's why we get comments about the hat. That's why we get comments about being about flash instead of being about substance. Because let's be clear, Deion Sanders is all about substance. He just like looking good when he do it too. But I don't think we can say Deion Sanders ain't about the X's and O's, ain't about showing up every day. And I think it's safe to say Deion Sanders, Jay Norvell, Dan Lanning has competed at levels you couldn't get to. Well, Jay, you got there, but I don't think we're really talking about you playing for the Denver Broncos one year and then playing for the Chicago Bears in the next year and then you having a 37-37 football record. It is what it is. Do better. Both of y'all do better because you're going to mess around and brothers and sisters not going to let you have access to their young sons because they understand at the end of the day that you only see their sons is something that can help you get where you need to be. You really don't care about their sons as men because there was nothing mannish about the conduct that I've seen from two football coaches. Hey, there we go. Keep it right there. Let me make sure I keep up with these notes and everything like that. Oregon is joining the Big Ten, so he will get a wake-up call against Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio. Boy, look here. The Big Ten, I really want to say that's the SEC's up north brother. Like you got the Big Ten and you got the SEC. That's where physical football is played at. Like you don't go in there thinking you just no. You better put on your pads. You better eat you some food. Like make sure you got all your caloric intake up. Make sure you got your protein. Cause yeah, they're gonna have to play. They're gonna have to play. Let's take a look at these scores though. Highlights and everything like that. UAB against UGA. Georgia was favored by 41. They did not cover. 49-21. They didn't cover. They didn't cover. And they looked sloppy. But this time around, instead of waiting until the second half to start playing football, they started playing football in the second quarter. Auburn is up next week. Georgia has to go there. We're going to see how it is. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We will come back later on this week doing a pick'em and point spread. Florida took care of business. 22-7 over Charlotte. 22-7 over Charlotte. Get everybody out. Get them safe because we got to get back in SEC competition next week. Missouri 34, Memphis 27. I don't know what that was about because I honestly want to say if I take a look here, and y'all know I'm going to take a look because y'all notice what I'm going to do. Y'all notice what I'm about. I don't think anybody really wanted to cover last week. I don't think anybody wanted to cover this particular week because I'm sitting back and I'm looking at these games like y'all didn't want to play no higher than that. Missouri, they did cover. They were favored by 7. Thank you so much for that. South Carolina was favored by 6 over Mississippi State. Did South Carolina cover? 37-30. Safe to say they did that. Who else we got going on here? Kentucky. They were favored by 13.5 over Vanderbilt. Did Kentucky cover? Hey, I really want to say Kentucky covered. 45-28, I think that'll get you what you need. Kentucky. We talk about Georgia. Georgia's offense ain't You know, we got a little issue getting that gear all the way in first and everything like that. So then I got to look at other teams. Well, Tennessee just got the dog walked on them by Florida. They did. But Kentucky looking pretty good. With Theo, what are you saying? Georgia got to play. Is Georgia better than all the other teams in the SEC East? Yes. Are any of those teams going to just hand Georgia, give it to them, the SEC East championship? No. Get right. You got to play Auburn this week. You got to travel to Tennessee later on. You got to play Florida in the Swamp. Get right. Also, Ole Miss. Who watched the Ole Miss game last night? The Ole Miss Alabama game. Who watched that game last night? I picked Ole Miss to upset Alabama. I did. Based on the way Alabama's played, that's what I was looking at. Based on the way Ole Miss has played, that's what I was looking at. Okay. Score of the game. Alabama 24, Ole Miss 10. Alabama won by 14 points. I had Ole Miss picked to win by like 3, 4. Is it me, or has anyone else noticed that it's almost like, I know players can tense up when they playing a rival. Like, you can tense up. You're looking at that looking at that other team across the field, and you just tense up because that team, the great, they all that. So remember the old Miami Hurricane team back in the day? They walked on the field. You had already beat yourself before you even played them, right? Looking at the games, thinking about the games that Lane Kiffin has coached when he's not coaching against Nick Saban versus the way he coaches when he's going up against Nick Saban, it is almost as if Nick Saban is in Lane Kiffin's head. To me, my opinion, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I believe Lane Kiffin is intimidated by Nick Saban. I believe he still does this with Nick Saban, even though they're probably the same height. He looking up there at Nick Saban. First Take is going to be interesting tomorrow. You know what? First Take, because we got some stuff going on in regards to First Take. Y'all know a certain thing. We all know about certain stuff, but there's certain things I really don't talk about on this show because I don't think it's going to move the needle, and then it ain't my business at the same time. Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, Terrell Owens, Max Kellerman. Yes, I know y'all like, damn, Theo, you. Yeah, I know about it. Just because I don't talk about it don't mean. So here's where I'm at with it. What is Stephen A. Smith going to say? Is Stephen A. Smith going to say that both Jay Norvell and Dan Lanning crossed the line? Is he going to be able to articulate it? Does he dare articulate them crossing the line and how they've crossed the line? Is it going to be Shannon that does it? Because I know what I got from Shannon on First Things First, on First Take, right? First Things First, yeah. But what am I going to get from Stephen A. Smith? Because this is one of those things. Where do I go to hear this? God dang, y'all feeling me? Because there's quite a few people that's talking about it. Actually, if you just Google Shannon Sharp, I'm gonna say Stephen A. Smith and Terrell Owens, you'll come across it. Because the drama, Stephen A. Smith got Max Kellerman fired. Stephen A. Smith owned that. There were those within my community, right? We felt like, I know I did, that at times Max would go harder for black issues than Stephen A. Smith would. That's how I felt. There are times, and Terrell Owens said, Steve, he told Stephen A. Smith, he said, man, sometimes it's almost as if Max is blacker than you. I was like, whoa, you didn't say that? You ain't tell this dude on TV that you ain't say that. You ain't. I like you ain't add Jaden Rose to the mix. We got a slobber knocker back. Like, you didn't tell this dude on national television that yeah. You ain't tell this dude on TV. You told this brother who conducts himself, tells the whole world loudly and proudly, he is a proud black man. You did not just tell this dude that Max Kellerman is blacker than he is. Mind you, there are circles within our culture, within our community, where that statement has been uttered more than once. That statement has, well, we know when Max left ESPN, nobody really wanted to talk about it. Stephen A. Smith is just now, I guess, I don't want to call it being braggadocious about it, even though that's how it sounds. He is coming forth now and saying, yes, it was him. It was his decision. I ain't gonna lie, low key, I miss Max because I like Max's take. Max dropped weight. See, Max dropped way more knowledge than Stephen A. Smurf. Damn, you call him Stephen A. Smurf. So we both miss him. Shout out to you, Max. We were watching your show. I was watching your show with you, Jay Will, and Keyshawn Johnson first thing in the morning. I miss you guys and everything like that. You brought a breath of fresh air to morning talk show sports and everything like that. ESPN. You might want to holler at them guys. You might want to see what you can do. Definitely to get, at the very least, get Max and Jay Will back, because that show was straight fire. Yeah, these Steves are killing me with the Stephen A. Smurf. So, y'all let that go, man. Man, y'all be killing me. Moving right along. I like this. Disney. Shout out to hey, Chillmonger. We finna talk about it. Disney is getting ready to open up a theme park. Disney just teamed a new Black Panther theme park expansion and discussing plans for its multi-billion-dollar theme park. Disney specifically name-dropped Wakanda, the kingdom of the MCU's Black Panther, as a possibility. This story comes to us from The Direct by Savannah Sanders, September 20, 2023. This news follows a blitz of theme park announcement at Disney's Destination D23, where the Mouse House revealed Indiana Jones and Zootopia plans for Animal Kingdom, as well as new details on Disneyland's future King Thanos Avengers ride. But in signaling its bullish ambitions for the company's park division, Disney hinted at which MCU franchise is eyeing for theme park expansion. As reported by the New York Times, Disney intends to invest $60 billion over the next 10 years to expand its stateside and international parks, as well as the Disney Cruise Line. For reference, this doubles the amount the Walt Disney Company invested in the previous 10 years, which Pandora, the World of Avatar, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, the Disney Wish, 2 versions of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and Adventures Campus, and more. So we got an Adventures Campus. Some park guests are going to walk right past that section. They don't want their kids enjoying that. Ladies and gentlemen, Chillmonger and I talked about that today. So, as y'all all know, and shout out, first of all, if you have not been over to Chill's channel to check out the coverage that he's been doing in regards to Jonathan Majors, let me just say that he's leading all media outlets in covering Jonathan Majors. So if you want your Jonathan Majors information and everything like that, definitely go check out my brother Chillmonger's channel and everything like that. He's doing great work on that, great coverage on that. So we were talking, Chill and I, in regards to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. And Mike Tomlin, y'all know I'm a diehard Steeler fan. Y'all know that. Y'all know how we get down. Y'all know how we get down, right? Y'all see that. Sometimes we make the simple complicated. Let me just say it like this. And shout out to Derek Bozeman. Brother, I wish there was more. Your words, December 8th, 2020, impactful and profound. So, just to do it, Disney should build Marvel source material, land everything in the park 100% common accurate. Steelers losing tonight. Damn, you don't do that. It's a possibility, though. There's nothing wrong with me walking around emulating Peter Parker doing this, throwing a shield. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been low-key brought up on it. And my parents, our parents, they don't see anything wrong with us walking in the house saying, look, Mom, tie this cape around my neck. It's a red towel, I'm Superman, or it's a blue cape and I'm Batman. That's absolutely fine. Low-key, I can speak to Jay Norvell because as Denzel Washington said in the movie Malcolm X, we get to a point where that ain't Massa's house, that's our house. Massa house on fire, we say that's our house on fire. No, that's Massa's house. So there's nothing wrong with me emulating someone who don't look like me. while I'm not offended, I do, when people ask me where's Superman and Batman, I ask myself, would you ask someone who didn't look like me, where's Aurora and where's T'Challa? Because I've had brothers and sisters ask me, well, do you collect this person? Do you collect that person? If I had the entire Justice League up here, Black Lightning ain't a member. Don't get confused with Young Justice. If I had the 7 up here, would you ask me where Black Lightning was? Would you ask me where Vixen was? No, you wouldn't. Grand Madam, my mentor, my elder. So when people ask me where's Captain America at, or where's this other person at, I'd be like, why you care? So we get to this point now where at the end of the day, when you ask the question as to what was going on with T'Challa, we saw our people get divided. I didn't like that. I had an issue going back and forth with women. I got daughters. But that's what that was. We've allowed ourselves to become divided in ways we didn't need to, because nobody will ever walk outside their house. And this, I'm trying to wrap this up because this is what me and Chillmonger were talking about. I think Mr. Ray Smith were talking about it as well. You don't want your child. We live in America. So think about this for a second. You live in America. I live in America. We've read the news when I went and knocked on the door and what happened to me when I needed assistance just from knocking at the door on the door. We know what happened to me when I was just walking around a neighborhood and walked inside of a house that had not yet been built. We know what happened to me. We know what happened to me when I fell asleep at the steering wheel of a car. We know what happened to me. That's front page news. We know what happened to me when me and my wife were asleep in the bedroom. Folks didn't even knock on the damn door. They just came in shooting. That's acceptable. You know what's not acceptable? If you remember those pictures when he passed away, you saw little boys that did not look like him. Their faces were cracked because that was their hero. You got people around here. Hey, Ron DeSantis. I'm sorry, Governor DeSuck-ass. How you doing? You got people like that. While they have no problem with your child emulating their heroes, your child, your children looking up to them, your child, your children conducting themselves like them, they got a problem with their child talking about he want to be Black Panther. Ain't nobody finna be, you Timmy coming in the house talking about his favorite hero, T'Challa. He ain't even playing with the dude with the red cape no more, or the other dude with the blue cape and the pointy ears. He talking T'Challa. He want to learn Xhosa. His son want to learn Swahili. His son talking about he want to go to Africa. What? No. Hell no, he ain't going for that. Hell no. And Derek told you that. You saw 2 years ago. I say 2 years ago because you saw it. You saw the whole world, just like I did, after George Floyd's murder. You saw the whole world standing up saying, we sick of this. The whole world. Chadwick was still alive. The whole world. That's all they were waiting on, for us to bust a move. For us to bust a move. Did you see the crowd that was in front of the White House? That weren't just brothers and sisters. The crowd in front of the White House that said Black Lives Matter. That weren't just brothers and sisters. I was in Tallahassee. They got a sign right out there on Gaines Street. Black Lives Matter. Everybody. When the dude ran through the people with the truck, it wasn't just black people he ran through. Those were people that looked like other folks. All saying the same thing. Black Lives Matter. That's not what they want. If you don't collect action figures, you don't notice. We getting ready to spin it. What's going on, Kamoyo? If you don't collect action figures, You don't notice that damn near every action figure, that brother or sister that comes with a mask on, they don't give you an alternate head sculpt. They don't. You don't know that because you're just in this particular field. You're just in the movies. Well, myself and quite a few others, we in the movies, the TVs, the comic books, and the action figures. So we see how all this stuff translates. What did Chillmonger say? He played that video. It had Michael Jackson's song in the background. All I want to say is that they don't really give a damn about us. Let me say it one more time. All I want to say is that they don't really give a damn about us. CMB, we all we got. CMB, we all we got. And we got to be careful who we talking to. Because like I said, Jay Norvell is a brother, but Jay Norvell sold his brother out. Sold his brother out for personal reasons. Deion Sanders is his brother. When he could have talked football with his brother. Prime time, we got two black men coaching football. No, he wanted to demonize his brother. We got to be careful about who we listening to that look like us. What happened to that Cowboys defense? Oh, we ain't even on that. Cowboys, let me see. That's not an SEC team. I got the Oklahoma State Cowboys, but that's Big 12 play. That's not SEC. And I don't really talk NFL football. Notice I don't even talk Steelers on this channel. No, I don't talk Steelers on this channel. Ain't my wheelhouse. SEC football. SEC football. SEC foot. Not let me not say the Steelers are my wheelhouse, but SEC football. I'm in the house. I'm in the South. So at full strength at last, Mr. Smith, feeling better. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, yo. You feeling much better. Let me keep up with these notes, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Comics and college football. We talking about it and everything like that. I want to make sure that I keep the party rolling because y'all rocking with me, and I definitely appreciate that because I can't do this without y'all. I could not do this without y'all. But essentially, to Chillmonger's point, I believe that place, that theme park, because unless it's a comic book fan, comic book fans don't care. But I know it's quite a few people that don't like T'Challa. They done made it known. They don't like T'Challa because they be all over Twitter with that. I know it's going to be quite a few people, as Chill alluded to, that's going to walk right past that. Your child in Africa dancing, moving like this, moving like that and everything. Oh, that look good when he outside doing TikTok videos, but you don't want him. You don't want him doing that. Keeping the party rolling. Marvel fans disappointed by the new Avengers lineup. There is a new Avengers cartoon headed your way if you have Disney Plus. In, I want to say by December. It'll be October soon. It is called, this comes from Screen Geek. And I had to ask myself, I was like, Marvel fans upset about the Avengers lineup? You let me know if this Avengers lineup bothers you too. Anyway, there's a Leggo's Avengers movie coming to Disney Plus. And it is called Lego Marvel's Avengers Code Red. That's what it's called. It's called Lego Marvel's Avengers Code Red. This has teamed up with Lego in the past for such projects as the Lego Star Wars specials. For Marvel, however, it looks like they'll have to try extra hard to win fans over. This is what the fans are mad about. The lineup. Now, mind you, I thought this lineup was going to be something. I'm like, what y'all mad about? Because I'm thinking, Avengers 5, I know how we kind of like been roasting that lineup and everything like that. Black Vulcan. You mean Super Friends cartoon series, or you mean comic book? Because there is no Black Vulcan in the comic books. Black Vulcan was a stand-in for Black Lightning, whom they couldn't get the rights to. Yeah. So, in this Avengers lineup, like I said, I thought fans would have been upset about the Avengers lineup supposedly showing up in Secret Wars. No, this Avengers lineup consists of Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers is Captain America, Thor, Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, Hulk, Bruce Banner, Black Panther, T'Challa. Y'all need me to say that one more time? Oh, I left out Iron Man. So let me do that one more time. Captain America, Black Widow, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Black Panther. And some people are 38 hot. Got questions. Where Wanda? Got question. Where Vision? The powers that be saw little white kids wanted to be like T'Challa and was like, nah. That's exactly what that was. You ain't got no problem with your son talking about he want to be like Mike, but your son want to walk around here. Okay, this is an uncomfortable part of the show. Historically speaking, I'm not making this up. This is just what I've observed. Historically speaking, when I get with a sister, if we produce a baby, that baby is either African American or black. Facts. When two European people get together, they make a baby, that baby's considered what? White, right. Well, we just had a president, not Trump, the guy that came before him. We just had a president. That president's mother is from Seattle, Washington. I know where his daddy from. I know where his daddy from. But his mama was from Seattle, Washington. And his grandfather is a proud World War II decorated veteran. He is. Nobody claimed that dude is white. The dude who graduated magna cum laude, nobody claimed that dude is white. The closest he would get to white is if folks said he was biracial, which is his actual ethnicity. He's biracial. But white folks didn't claim that dude. Black folks claim that dude. So what winds up happening? Well, if a white dude has a baby with a black woman, society considers that baby black. If a brother has a baby with a European Caucasian woman, society considers that baby black. That don't help your numbers. That don't help your numbers. And if that's what that is, you damn sure don't want nobody else. You can't have your son that look like you and your wife. Now he acting like me. That's not gonna work. First black president, 44th white one. I never looked at it like that. That's funny as hell though. So they don't want that. Like you come in and be rapping some young thug. You can, but you not finna walk around here talking about I gotta go take care of my people. You not all power to the people. You not finna have your son speaking a whole language you don't speak. Watch this. You run the danger with this character. You run the danger of your son not even practicing the same religion you practice. So what? Your son messing around with this dude. Your son ain't. You mess around and expose your son to some stuff that can't get your son back. Is all I'm saying. Like that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. That's uncomfortable, especially if I'm not in your life as a friend, because you feel like you're losing your son. You don't feel like you're gaining a friend. Don't feel like you're gaining a grandbaby. Don't feel like you're gaining a daughter or a son-in-law. No. That's not how you feel. You feel like you losing. That's how they feel, like they losing. It's what it is. What you got out there? We create us no matter where you. Right there. And we make some of the prettiest babies, don't we? But anyway, they upset about this particular lineup. I want to know why. I don't know why we need two Captain Americas on any roster. Let me say that one more time. I don't know why we need two Captain America. I don't know who picked out this roster. Yes, I do. The same people who felt like it was a good idea to kill off T'Challa. The same people who decided that Monica Rambeau wasn't going to be first. The same people that thought it was a good idea to make Lamar Hoskins look like an itch, even though he's a sergeant major in the army. Yeah, them the same people. They're the same people. Captain America sent. I didn't understand it, but folks upset about the roster. By the fans, they mean casuals or agenda. Man, let me catch up on these notes because y'all getting it in, and I don't want to be disrespectful. I know Kamoyo said he was at full strength. Jarens asked what happened to them Cowboys defense. Did they lose? I don't like the Cowboys. Ever since they came on, if anybody want to know I'm a diehard Steelers fan, it is because when I was a kid, I watched the bicentennial Super Bowl. Didn't really know anything about football. Not really. Not professional football. College, yeah. Professional, no. So my first professional football game that I actually watched on TV, period, was when the Steelers, led by Terry Bradshaw, took on the Dallas Cowboys, led by Roger Staubach, in the 1976 Super Bowl. They had the bicentennial patch. Both teams did on their uniform. The Dallas Cowboys, rather than having that white stripe with the blue outlines stripe down the middle, one of the outlines was red, one of the other ones was blue, because they said they were America's team. I identify hard with America. I was born in America. She got her issues, but hey, it is what it is. But I don't think nobody asked me if that was my team or not. And I'm looking at the Steelers. They had on black. Well, let the world tell it during the 70s. You know, I just came from first I was the N-word, and then I became a Negro, and then I became Afro-American, and then I became black. I ain't never, because there's them a lot of damn labels. Why you just can't say African-American? Like that's literally the land that you got us from. I don't know why you keep trying to associate us with a color and a hairstyle. But anyway, so when they said that, I was like, well, y'all keep telling me I'm black. Well, if I'm black, damn it, I'm rooting for the black team. I've been a Steelers fan ever since. Then had some lows, then had some lows. But I've been a Steelers fan ever since. Black and gold, baby, we him. We him. And make sure I keep up with these notes, though. What about Black Vulcan? Yep. He, like I said, he was a stand-in for Black Lightning because they could not get his license. Legos like the toy pieces. Yes, Grandma, like the toy pieces. The power saw little white kids wanting them pictures of them crying. Like, we saw them pictures. The pictures of boys crying. That went across a whole bunch of different demographics. That wasn't just no black boys crying. No, that was boys across the world crying because they felt like, I really wish we could get them kids on here, but I understand my channel might not necessarily be kid friendly, but it is what it is. We definitely got that Black Panther knowledge on that though. That line up good. Yeah. The only difference, I want to see how you gonna make it work with two Captain Americas because Sam got the shield and I don't know what Steve got, but yeah. I got two brothers on the team. Like that's a win for me. I don't know how to feel bad about that. I got two of me on the team. When the last time we seen two of me? Oh, the latest Avengers run. We got both Sam and T'Challa on the team. Yeah, it's win-win. By fans, they mean casuals or agenda. I tell them, said, no, DC's the first black president. Chill, Mark, you had me dying laughing with that one. We create us no matter what. Feels like two Spider-Mans. I mean, if I got Miles, do I need Peter? If I got Peter, do I need Miles? Like, is that not a redundancy? And even with Cap and Sam, wouldn't I want Steve? Because Sam ain't got no powers. Like, at least I know Steve got that super soldier serum running through his system. Is that why we didn't get them? You keep up with these notes. Just got here and need to take my mind off my crappy shit. Come on, Mr. Martin, don't do it to yourself. Listen, I want to say y'all gonna be all right, but I don't want to lie to you Sunday. Sam is a manageable Negro. Of course, he gets pushed. He is the establishment. You know, I used to like Sam Wilson till they didn't pull this nonsense in the MC. I don't like what they got going on for Sam. Well, we're going to talk about it, though. The Ravens tripped me out today. They were just weird and lost. Lamar's not acting right at all. The Ravens lost? So my Steelers got a chance. Get out of town. Steelers got a chance. I completely understand that. Ravens just lost it. I can't always dig that the holo shield. Yeah, listen, the holographic shield, that was the only reason why I got Commander Rogers this time around. Plus, Commander Rogers is my de facto Steve Rogers. Those of y'all, actually that action figure, the Commander Rogers action figure is still available on Hasbro Pulse. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Also, Hasbro Pulse. Y'all saw the news that I dropped yesterday in regards to that and everything like that. Hasbro Pulse. Those of y'all that checked the video, thank y'all so much for rocking with the video and everything. If you haven't had a chance to check out the video, do check it out. Marvel Legends. The Marvel Legends based on the comic books. I have not done a video yet in regards to the MCU characters that they are dropping. In regards to those particular characters, I will go ahead and tell you I do plan on purchasing the Goblin, more or less for the glider, because that's a nice looking glider. And I do plan on purchasing the Sandman. I'm not a real big fan of the Marvel Comics Sandman and anything like that. So that is what I'll be doing. I will also be getting, I apologize for that. I'll also be getting the Namorita action figure. So it'll be Namorita, the Justice, the Black Panther action figure, and the let me see, Namorita, Justice, yeah, Sandman, those figures as well. So if you have not gotten them yet, make sure you get them. Also, if you are a G.I. Joe collector, you like G.I. Joe action figures and everything like that, just to let you know, some of the action figures that were sold out recently, even though they were pre-order, are now back up for pre-order dispersal. If you like the Crimson Vipers, you want to get your Crimson Viper team doing the Hasbro PulseCon and everything like that. I want to make sure I get her name. Not the Crimson Viper, but the twins. The twins went up for pre-order and everything like that. You can take advantage of those. That is a three action figure case and everything like that. The Countess, she come with them, red costume and everything. You'll be able to do all that. But the Crimson Vipers, that's me. I like that. The Crimson Vipers went up again yesterday. They are available for pre-order. Those of you who are rocking with Hasbro, you know when those Crimson Vipers were first released, they dropped them for pre-order and then they sold out. For whatever reason, they've gotten some back in stock. So if you want to increase your Crimson Viper, go ahead and take care of that. The G.I. Joe Classified Series Crimson Strike team with the Baroness, not the Countess, the Baroness and the two twins and everything like that, that price is $89.99. It is still available for pre-order exclusively on Hasbro Pulse, which means you won't find it in the stores. It is $89.99. You can go ahead and get that. G.I. Joe Classified Shockwave is available for pre-order as well. $24.99 is what you're getting with that. G.I. Joe Classified Buzzer, Dreadnought Buzzer, he's sold out. You might be able to find him someplace else. He was not an exclusive, so you might want to check Target for pre-orders. You might want to check Walmart for pre-orders. Nerdzoid, Big Bad Toy Store, as well as I want to say like Empire Toys or something like that. But yes, also Helix went up for pre-order. Clayton Hawk went up for pre-order, but he sold out. He sold out, as well as Dreadnought Ripper sold out. And if I'm looking at these numbers, I did a video on this yesterday. I'm looking at these numbers, and this is the thing. Here we go, right here. As we all know, G.I. Joe, Action Force Troopers and everything like that, they got that coming out. G.I. Joe is up to 104. What do I mean when I say that? They released 106. Buzzer's 106. 106 action figures. Basically 106 releases, because that doesn't take their multi-packs into consideration. Their multi-packs have numbers on them too. 106 releases. I want to keep that in mind. 106 releases. Y'all rocking with me like I'm rocking with y'all. I'm rocking with y'all like y'all rocking with me. 106 releases. Those of us that collect Hasbro, G.I. Joe Classified, myself, my brother D-Real, Mr. Ray Smith and everything like that, let's do it like this. So 106 releases. Write down Stalker. Write down Roadblock. Roadblock has been released in 4 different variations. How many figures is that? I got Roadblock, right? I got Stalker. I got 4 variations of Roadblock, 1 version of Stalker. What am I supposed to do with that? Now, I get it. That don't bother some other people. What's going on, Ronnie? What's going on? That don't bother some other people. That look good. That's right. But I'm a veteran, and I was in boot camp, and quite a few of us in that boot camp, my platoon, 1st Battalion B Company, my squad bay, we had 60 people in my squad bay. 60. I can't tell you that I was the only brother in there. And I can't tell you that it was only 4 other brothers. No, by and large, it was a 50-50 split. You know what minorities we had, if we want to call them that? Well, we had 1 Native American. 1. We had 1 Native American. Might have had 2 Latinos. 2. But brothers, we was there. So when I'm looking at, and my grandfather was in the Army. My daughter is in the Army National Guard. So I'm looking at Hasbro. I'm looking at G.I. Joe Classified as a Marine Corps veteran that done been over this world. Where, pray tell, do you think I could be at in the military where it ain't but 2 of me? It ain't but 2 of me. And when I look at the PulseCon, guess what? We talk about representation. We talk about representation. See, I'm not mad if you can make the decisions and I'm not there. But you can't make the decisions. You can't. You don't know what you're doing. I didn't see not 1 brother, not 1 sister on G.I. Joe PulseCon. So am I supposed to believe that none of us know anything about action figures? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I said it once, I say it again. Other than myself and D-Real, I don't know anybody that know these action figures like we know them. And when I say know them, that's because we know the comic book history behind every damn character. On G.I. Joe PulseCon, I ain't there. I asked, where's Doc? Where's Heavy Duty? Big Lob, Hardball. They not pressed. They not pressed to make sure I'm good. So I'm looking at brothers and sisters, and I'm saying to my brothers and sisters that's got these channels where you review action figures, you got to start calling this out. The squeakiest wheel get the grease. That's what we always say. The squeakiest wheel get the grease. Well, you got to let it be known. Don't just complain about it. I'm not pressed to buy money that ain't mine. I looked at G.I. Joe Classified. I said no to every damn classified action figure they were releasing. Nope. Not interested. You got them troop builders, I take them, but then Valorverse been giving me that since Valorverse been out. So what I'm saying is, speak with your dollars, no differently than we did with Recast T'Challa. If it's something that you don't like, something that's not moving the needle for you, something that, and shout out to I want to say Mark hit me up and everything like that today. Let's keep each other in the loop. Let's keep each other notified. If there's something going on, something that ain't smelling right, let's holler at each other, because honestly, speaking with our dollars, it does work. If you think it's a game, if you think not speaking with your dollars don't work, just look at the problem that Disney is finding themselves in right now. If you think not speaking with your dollars don't work, just look at how excited they were to talk about Black Panther this, Black Panther that, to say, oh, the only place we get Black Panther right now is in action figures. We get T'Challa in action figures and like them two not stupid. Marvel Legends, hell no. Hell no. T'Challa, I wasn't gonna do this, but y'all tell me, Mr. Smith, you've been collecting action figures longer than I have, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, I just want you to talk to me for a second, Mr. Smith. Those of y'all that's older than me that's been collecting action figures this longer than me, and if you think you've been collecting action figures this longer than me, then just say you've been collecting action figures this longer than me. It's possible. I don't know any other brother. I don't know any other hero. I don't know any other hero besides this dude. And when I say hero, I mean of color. I don't know any other hero of color that then got this type of damn love Not even Sam ain't got this type of damn love. Sam ain't got this type of love right here. Sam ain't got it like this. Sam ain't got this. Sam ain't got this. This love right here. This is love. This love right here all across the board. And I just want to say to the Hasbro family, I know I talk bad about y'all. I do. I know. I think I be being fair though. But I just want to say, from me to y'all, as a Black Panther action figure collector, keep doing what you do. Like I could talk all day long, but Hasbro giving us, like, we could talk about it. But that action figure, that Black Panther action figure that they releasing, aside from the boot, the way they got the toes cut, that's an awesome figure. That's an awesome figure. And all you're gonna do is add it to your collection. Just can y'all honestly think about how long we waited to be able to, and I know this gonna sound crazy, how long have we waited to be able to physically interact with this character? To the point now where you got, I don't know how many versions of the character. Like, this is unheard. We didn't do this when I was talking about under rules of fun to wear. Yeah, something super new in underwear. That's not what we was doing. Even when we had G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip, we couldn't get to T'Challa. Let me see. I bought my young cousin that blue Black Panther years ago. He wanted to have to watch it. Yeah, you got to. Like, this is, we can talk all day long. We can talk about the unfairness and be justified in doing so. But I have never, like, we just got do y'all realize we just got him last year? We just got this dude. This dude just came last year. Y'all know we just got him last year. We like, oh, we said, oh, we got excited. Do you know what Hasbro? This is the 60th anniversary of the Avengers, and Hasbro has been celebrating it big and hard. Do you know what message is being sent? This ain't. She up there. This ain't Shorty. This ain't Shorty. This ain't Bashinga. This ain't Mosi. This ain't Killmonger. This not Casper Cole. Hasbro really, as much as they like, because they like the vision too. T'Challa's easy money. That's easy. They throw out a T'Challa action figure. They say, oh yeah, that's going to sell. Mind you, I've been asking for the thrice blessed armor. We ain't got that yet. But they know, listen, we can throw a Black Panther action figure out there every year. They know that's money. And you know what? They not lying. They can't be lying. As much noise as we make over there on Twitter in regards to this character, that's easy money. Now, Hasbro know that's easy money. Marvel Legends, right? They know that's easy money. And the comic books know that's easy money because he's in 4 titles right now. Avengers Beyond, Avengers, Black Panther, and Ultimate Invasion. He's in 4 titles. It makes you sit back and ask yourself a question. What y'all got going over here live action? What y'all got going over here in the game, in the video game? Because it's made money. Buckmeister, I don't know if you hear Buck, but that's made money. That's printed money. That's made money. You do a video game with T'Challa, it's going to sell. No different than the comic books with T'Challa. You do a comic book with T'Challa, it's going to sell. You drop a Marvel Legend, T'Challa, it's going to sell. Like Batman Wolverine, he got that badass superhero silhouette. Yeah, gotta run, y'all. Have a wonderful night. Appreciate you, Kamoyo, for stopping by. Absolutely. He gonna sell. If you put out a Queen Mother Ramunda, she gonna sell. She gonna sell. Especially if she come out looking like Angela Bassett. She's going to sell. It's easy money. Easy like Sunday morning. But if you don't want to do it, what's the reason why? because you don't want your children being influenced. You don't want your children being influenced, and that's what it is. You won't come out and say it. Everybody wants to hide behind political correctness like they did with Colin Kaepernick. No. I'm going to tell the truth to shame the devil. Y'all did not want that brother back in the league because y'all knew if he's there in the league, people are going to be constantly looking at him, and that message is going to get out there. You don't care about the players outside the uniform. You only care about the players inside the uniform. Well, stupid. And I'm talking to the NFL owners. The players are your investment, stupid. And brothers and sisters are becoming wiser every day. The likelihood of brothers just going to go play for you just to get a way out? No. I know. Baby steps. We making a way for ourselves to get out. We no longer looking at you as the money man to get us out because we know we can't rely on you. We can't depend on you. So you got brothers, sisters like myself that's out here saying, no, we got this. Staying on task with that. Fan fiction. Does anybody know offhand what fan fiction is? I don't have a Black Panther action figure for myself yet. I'm waiting until Dr. Eve Ewing. As long you just wait. Like, I just want to make sure you're doing this right. Because Ronnie, I be done did you like Mr. Smith did me. We be done sent you some stuff around here. Now don't. Okay. Because we don't want Black Panther fans going without. No, we want you to have what you need. Fan fiction. I want us to take a look at this because I know, well, at least I believe in our community, our culture, we don't believe that we're capable of certain things, especially when it comes to us stepping outside of the norm in our neighborhoods and everything like that. Those of us that have friends and family, they might not necessarily understand what we're trying to do. They know how to support somebody else being successful, but they don't know how to support those within their circle ascending to become successful. I get it. I understand it is what it is. Let's look at what fan fiction is, though. Stories involving popular fictional characters that are written by fans and often posted on the internet. Let me say that one more time. Fan fiction. Stories involving popular fictional characters that are written by fans and often posted on the internet. Shout out to my brother D Real and everything. He had an amazing show the other Wednesday. If you did not check it out, go check it out. Characters such as Frankenstein, Dracula, public domain. What does that mean? Well, as I told my wife and everything like that, the action figures aren't purchases. They're investments in our future. The thing is, I have to use them in that manner. It's a tax write-off too, but I have to use them for that. Well, I can tell any story that I want from the comic books. Now, what I would like, 900. That's what we driving to. That's what we pushing toward. After 900, it's 1,000. 1,000 get you monetized. And those of us that's rocking with me and everything like that, we need to go over there and get D-Real monetized and everything like that. Because what D-Real and I can do, we can apply pressure. Pressure bust pipes. D-Real is a storyteller. I'm a storyteller. We can use action figures, the ones that we have, to tell every damn Marvel comic book story we want to on YouTube. How does that apply pressure? Well, I know them stories from the comics. Not only that, no shade. I can give you a better ending to Black Panther than you got from the writer. No shade. I can tie up Endgame better than what you got from them. You're not going to believe it, though, if I just talk about it. But I got the action figures to back it up. So what does that do? That means I can do that movie on my video channel, YouTube, TV. You just come in and like it. You leave a comment. What does that do? That drive the algorithms up. What that do? That drive the numbers up. What that mean? Everybody else come in and start watching. What everybody else? Hey man, damn, I like that better than what they did over there. You know what that mean? Somebody gonna come take a look at it. They might not leave a comment, but they'll come take a look at it. And what they'll see is, damn, this dude is doing this amount of numbers off of fan fiction. He's generating more interest with the stories he's telling on his YouTube channel about our IP. He's generating more interest with our IP on his YouTube channel than we're generating with our own damn IP. How is that? Because you can't tell the damn story right. Well, there's no law against fan fiction. There's no law against me getting paid from using these action figures to tell any damn Black Panther story I want to. Any Shuri story I want to. And you can't go nowhere else and get the griot Shuri story. Where you finna go get griot Shuri? I only know 2 people that's got griot Shuris. That's me and Mr. Smith. That's just 2. So who you finna go to get a story about Shuri the way it's supposed to be told? Because Eve can't do that right now. She got to focus on T'Challa, and she should. She got to focus on T'Challa. Dumbledore, for whatever the hell we want to call him, Voldemort, he didn't give 2 damns about Shuri. So where else would you be able to go to get a story, a credible story about Shuri as a griot, aside from me and D-Real? Where you going to go to get a story with T'Challa in Iron Man type armor anywhere? Continue to spit that truth. Do your thing. Yes, sir. That's my brother. Y'all give it up one time for brother KD Dawson and everything like that. My brother has a YouTube channel as well. He is an accomplished singer. So if you like R&B and everything like that, you go check my brother out. He is right there for you and everything like that. Shout out to my brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate the love and support. So why can't we tell these stories? I look at us all the time, ask questions. Well, Marvel ain't doing this. Man, damn Marvel. If you got the comics, to hell with them. If you got the action figures, F them. You got an imagination. You don't like that story? Tell the better one. Tell a better one and get paid. See, I'm all about speaking life. And that's the only thing I can do this evening. Every last one of us is accomplished. Every last one of us has a talent. Every last one of us has something that we've been blessed by He who sits high to be able to do. The difference is we don't have people telling us on a daily basis we can do it. Well, you know what? I'm telling you that you can. If you want to tell these stories with T'Challa, you don't need to wait on Marvel. Ronnie hits me up, and I love the young brother's energy. One of the things that Ronnie wants to do is tell a story about a superhero that's disabled. We don't really have that. I know, Echo, but no. Ronnie wanted to use a character that I was going to use. I think it was Nakia. Not sure. Well, respect. He was like, well, Mr. Theo, I'm not going to use her. No, you use her. You tell the story about Nakia that you want to have, that you want to tell. Give our people something else to read. We go back and make choices all day long. McDonald's is across the street from Burger King, and I can tell you I eat it both. We got to get out of this mindset that I can't do what you can do. There's not enough room out there. Yes, the hell it is. We ain't even began to explore the amount of room that we can all get into. We ain't done that yet. So use the action figures that you got. Use the love of the character. If you're a poet, write poems about Wakanda, T'Challa, Shuri, Dora Milaje. You're a rapper. We had a brother release a rap single a couple of years ago in regard to recast T'Challa. Do a song about T'Challa. You like writing short stories. Okay. Write a story. And it ain't even got to be about T'Challa. The goal is to keep Wakanda alive. Keep people educated about Wakanda. Not just the one character, the totality of it all. Represent it so people know, as I said before in regards to Bruce Wayne, Batman is also one of my favorite characters. He is. Batman don't need my protection. Batman, Bruce don't need me to cover him. He don't need me to stand 10 toes down for him. The character does. Now, here's the thing. As long as we keep talking about T'Challa, low-key, we still talking about Chadwick Boseman. You need me to say that one more time? As long as we keep talking about T'Challa, low-key, we're going to keep talking about Chadwick Boseman. He will always be the first. we will always keep his memory alive. Let's be clear. That is the only unmasked face that we have for T'Challa. Whether you put it on the MCU version of Black Panther, whether you put it on the comic book adaptation version of Black Panther, his face, that's all we got. When we tell these fan fiction stories, where we get to keep his memory alive and well, we do two things. We remind people of the greatness of Chadwick Boseman because it will be his face, right? Right. But we will also remind people that there are far more stories to tell, great stories to tell in regards to T'Challa. And in doing that, because we don't talk about fan fiction in our culture, we don't talk about fan fiction in our ethnicity. We don't do that. And fan fiction doesn't have to just be used with action figures. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. Writer, director, producer, singer, rapper, football coach. You want to act? You want to be in front of a camera? You want to be a part of telling fan fictional stories about Black Panther, T'Challa, Wakanda? Because you don't know where it could lead you. See, that's the other thing. Hollywood don't do a good job of highlighting the undiscovered Black talent. You don't know what it could do for you. If I'm not mistaken, Country Wayne, who started off on social media, just dropped a Netflix special. See, you don't know what these things could do for you because everybody wasn't rocking with Wayne Coley until he became Country Wayne. Don't miss the Theo boat. Don't miss the Theo boat. Pride before the fall. I'm not stopping. We can do what everybody else has done. The only thing that's in our way is us. Let's go, let go, that crab in a barrel mentality. There's enough room out there for us all to eat. Understanding we need to stay together. Hold each other down and stop letting people that don't look like us use us. Jay Norvell, Dan Lanning, stop letting people that don't look like us use us to divide us, to tear each other down, to belittle each other, to demean each other. I want to die. And that have been 30 years in my past. So by the time I'm 70, because I plan on living to 100, I want this to be a thing of the past where we as a people keep allowing ourselves to be divided. I only know one way how to do that. Social media influencer. Yes, Roland Martin, I am a social media influencer and a damn good one, bro. And you still owe me. That conversation, you still owe me and I'm still going to get it, bro. You damn right. I am a social media influencer. Influencing us to do better as a people. Influencing us to come together as a people. Influencing us to reach for the stars as a people. We don't need them for nothing. We never did. Historically speaking, if you look behind you, we've never needed them. Dan Lanning, Oregon ain't beating Colorado if I'm not on that team. Think about it. That's the thing right there. You need to understand something. Bear Bryant knew that better than anybody else. This game is called football. Watch how you talk about my people. Regardless of whether they on the team that you coaching or not. Watch how you talk about my people, because without my people, the Oregon Ducks would be hot garbage. Without my people, you wouldn't be where you're at right now as a coach. You owe me and my people. So don't ever get beside yourself to talk, to demean, to belittle my people just of a damn football game. not when it's me and my people that's allowing you to eat from that football game. Listen, that's my time. I'm out. Toy Tuesday. Man, listen. Y'all better get these photos into me, man. We gonna have an unboxing. Y'all gonna love that unboxing too. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all, according to the UPS, it should be here Tuesday. If it's here Tuesday, we will have a special live unboxing on Tuesday. I'm not gonna tell you what's in it. Not gonna do that. But if you want to be a part of Toy Tuesday, get the photos in, send them to my social media accounts and everything like that. Yes, we do have a call-in channel. A call-in line. Call-in line is only active when we doing lives. Don't call it. You could. I'm just prone not to answer. Don't call it when we not having lives. I'm not prone to answer. But if there's anything you would like for me to address, anything that you would like for me to speak on, any topic, superheroes and everything like that you would like me to cover, I'll be more than happy to do so. We still have Blackest Night coming your way. It is a lot going on. Toy Tuesday coming your way. Comics and college football Saturday coming your way. What a week it was Wednesday. We trying to make sure we got scheduled events in here for everybody. And I need y'all support on this one. I need the Rock With Me Nation support on this one. I need y'all like I've never needed any of y'all before. I want to do this show. I want to do this show called Black Talk for Black Love. I do. I want to get in that area where Kevin Samuels was. I don't want to be Kevin Samuels. And that's not what I'm saying. I want to get in that area. And I need y'all to help me out. Help us out. So that we can get on this phone and talk about bringing Black people together. The show would be from 10 p.m. on Fridays to 11 p.m. on Fridays and everything like that. I want us to get back together. And I don't think it's just me. I don't. We don't have to get along, but allowing ourselves to constantly be divided, I'm sick of that. So I need y'all support. I do, because I need that show to be successful. That's the thing. So I need people to be participating, people to go tell folks and everything like that. Yes, I put some purple lights in here if that's what it's going to take and everything like that. But I really want to talk about Black love, R&B, get us back to it and everything like that when we was, we was rocking with each other. So get it out there. Let everybody know it's a brother coming along. Damn Fake and Fraud or Fit and Fresh, whatever the hell their name they got going on and everything like that. I'm going to be honest when I'm talking. I am. Because I think we don't really have fair expectations of one another. So get everybody out there and everything. Let them know what's going on. John Stewart. Stop that. John Stewart is a Marine. And see chill. Hey, I can't really let you go in on John like that. And he a Marine, bro. He a Marine, dude. He a Marine, I ain't know. I'm not telling you, start with the man in the mirror. Good night, Ronnie. Hey, Mr. Theo, my phone is about to die. Good night, everybody. Shout out, definitely, Ronnie. So yeah, John Stewart. John Stewart. Listen, I tell you what. I believe people more afraid to run up on John than they afraid to run up on Hal. Hal might talk to you. Damn right. Hoorah, devil dog. Hal might talk to you. John not trying to talk to you. Chill. Did you read? Did you Blackest Night? Did you read Blackest Night though? Not only did you read Blackest Night, but did you read the Sinestro Cold War? Did you read the Sinestro Cold War? Because I'm gonna tell you, one of the scenes that was the dopest scene out there. They was out there in front of Oil. One of the rookies got popped. John said, "Hey, put your shields up. We got a sniper." John manufactured a M16. That's what I'm calling it because that's my favorite sniper. John set up that clack, 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 clack. John shot that dude. I don't know how many galaxies away that dude was, but and the dude wasn't that damn big. Bam. DC not one. Well, watch this. There could be a reason why DC don't want to push him as the primary GL. But that scene was cold as I don't know what. I was like, yeah. And honestly, it is still the sense of pride in me. We know who Hal is and everything. And I don't want. I like Hal Jordan. He cocky. He arrogant. He make mistakes. I like Hal Jordan. Hal ain't me. Hal ain't me. Hal can afford to be cocky and arrogant. You know what Jon Stewart does? He understands that as a black man, he don't have those opportunities. He can't afford to be arrogant and cocky. People not gonna look at him the same way. He not. These thieves will get on Static Stream with me. You got Static? Man, I got Static. You know, man, I'm so mad at myself, Steve. I'm gonna say, Chillmonger, I got Static 1 through 5. Quietly. Static Shock 1 through 5. Quietly. Don't know how that happened, but I got Static 1 through 5. And I got what's Icon. Quietly. I ain't missing out one issue. Quietly. I don't know how that happened. Quietly. You know what I mean? Quietly. Quietly, that means you told your comic book person, the comic book owner, to put that on your reading list. And you've been going and collecting the comics and ain't stopped one time. So yeah, not a fan of Static's updated origin. So I got it. I said, damn, bro, how did you get some Static and Miles reviews up? Holler at Marcus. You know what? I got reviews that I did with Marcus in regards to Ultimate Invasion, Black Panther, X-Men Red, and everything like that. I think I need to get them over here so that y'all can see that I do talk other stuff. That's the other thing that I was looking at as far as growing the channel. It ain't just Black Panther and everything. I do read other stuff. I do. I do. So rock with me, nation. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all talking to me. Y'all talking to me. I'm talking to y'all. More variant. Chillmonger ain't gonna want to talk Miles though. Yeah. So we need to get some other stuff. Some other stuff, and that Wesley Snipes book you was reviewing. Exile. Okay. Make sure I get back on. Y'all see what I be talking about? Be like, hey Theo. Somebody just sent me a job interview. But yeah, so I got stuff that I definitely need to get up with y'all and everything like that. Definitely got to talk. Me and Marcus definitely got to talk about the Fisher King from X-Men Red. Yes, I read X-Men Red. I read X-Men Red. I read Immortal X-Men. I could get y'all up to date on Bishop War College because I got all 5 of those issues. Even Photon 1 through 5 because Marcus and I did do a review on that particular comic book. Who else am I looking at? Black Panther, Avengers. Yeah. Creed. We got Creed and Exiled and everything like that. So my fault. So this week gonna be kind of we running the whole week. We try 900. So 900. We dropping as much content. Dwayne McDuffie is a legend for what he did for Static and John popularity. Dwayne McDuffie. I wish he was still here. There are 2 people that I wish were still here in regards to us as a people, comic book stuff. I wish Dwayne McDuffie was here, and I wish Chadwick Boseman was here. I can't imagine what we would have been able to accomplish 2022, 2023 if both Dwayne McDuffie and Chadwick Boseman was still alive. Because I can only imagine what Dwayne would have talked to Chadwick about once he got the role for Black Panther. I can't imagine what we would be looking at doing going forward with both those 2 men still alive. So that's I wish they were still here. Dwayne on Black Panther, Blackest Night, Sinestro Cold War. Say less. If you D Steezel, if you want Blackest Night, I got you. If you want Sinestro Cold War, I got you. Cause I got you. We did this before, right? We did it. We don't have to do this no more. We don't have to do this next. We don't have to do this again, right? Because I did this last week. I got you. I got you. And I think that would be something great to get into before to get close to Halloween and everything like that. I think that was something to be great to get into. But I definitely, like I said, I definitely want to do this show on Real Black Talk for Real Black Love. I definitely want to do that. Def Lock, been a Dwayne fan. Yes, almost like the ones best for our community. Always seen the past, unfortunately. Hey, man, I'm trying to stick around. Don't say that too loud. So, yeah, Real Black Talk for Real Black Love. Y'all make sure y'all get that out there. Let people know. We are going to get that space in there and everything like that. We will have a call-in line. People can call in. We can talk. And we're going to have some serious conversations. We're going to have some serious conversation. No patronizing or anything like that. No demeaning talk. No belittling talk and everything. Just fair expectations. What you want. What you should be looking for in a mate. I feel like I can talk about it because I've made some mistakes on it myself. I have made some mistakes, so we're going to get into that. Listen, I am for real. It is 8:36. I think my Steelers are about to kick off. Hopefully they win tonight and everything like that. Before you go, click like, share, subscribe. Make sure you let everybody know what we got going on. We're going to make it do what it do. We're going to have some action figures going on. Get those pictures in so we can have a great Toy Tuesday where we're talking about superheroes and everything like that. Yeah. Other than that, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. Peace.